Good afternoon. Again, this is my last probably late stream, so I got it right. And I probably will mess it up when I go back to mornings. But hello, everybody. It is Sunday. It is hopefully the last night Sunday that we have. So I am excited. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to show you fun things. It's been a crazy week just in general, but we also had Tiger Lily and Firestorm release from Briar, which everybody was kind of waiting to see when. I saw one set landed already, and people are already getting really excited. No heads have rolled yet, but we're waiting. We'll see how it goes. I haven't got my box yet, or you'd see a head roll. Because that's how I roll. I need to do a shirt that says that's how I roll with a little briar head rolling. Be funny. Anyway, I'm gonna write that down because I like it so much. Hopefully everybody's having an awesome Sunday, and we will get started in a second because I need to write down that's how I roll with the little head rolly thing. And I'm trying to draw a horse head really fast and it's not working. So yeah, that's the thing. Oh shit, did I say morning again? Anyway, hi. Happy afternoon. We have a trucker's wife 50. Good evening. Julia Springfield, hello. Amanda, hello. Teresa, hello. You didn't miss it, Teresa. You're here. Bobby, hi. Amy, good. Long after you see, you're messing me up. You said morning in the thing, and it makes my brain go morning. It's definitely long after morning. I could have technically done it a little bit earlier because I'm trying to transition, but I figured this was a safer bet, just in case my brain did not wake up on time. Lizzie, hello, Lizzie. Lizzie got a cute little pony today. It's very, very adorable. Congratulations. I'm so excited. You need to do like a video and we can meet him. Kimberly, hello, Kimberly. Lizzie's on her way home with Big Baby in the trailer. So cute. I can't wait. I'm so excited for you. He's got such a soft eye and he's cute. She sent me a picture. I think it's adorable. Jennifer, hello, Jennifer. Jody, howdy. Having trouble seeing the comments with the thingy in the way. Let's see. Amy says, I may need to spontaneously. I don't know what kind of accent that is. Spontaneously hop out of the stream waiting for an important message. That's okay. You can come back. It's all good. Or catch up later. That works too. Kim, good evening. Let's see. Julia is supposed to be getting videos of my future baby being ridden for the first time at the track. Her dang fetlock swelled up and had heat, so don't ride. Oh, well, hopefully she feels better soon. Horses are all, like, for as crazy as they are as a being, they're so fragile. It's so frustrating. But anyway, my brain's like, tuna. I didn't get to eat before the stream. I brought things down in the hopes that I could like shove tuna into my face hole before we started doing the stream, and that did not happen. So I'm sadly looking at it and my stomach is growling. So I'm going to put it away so that I don't get sad. But I will eat soon. We also had on top of Tiger Lily and Firestorm, Briar did their pre-Christmassy stuff. I want the share screen. So it's gonna be so small. Maybe I'll just make it really big. That didn't make it that much bigger. Okay, well, in that case, we have après ski. As I mouse over them and give you guys seizures. Après ski is the Big Ben. Maybe if I zoom in, it'll work better. Ha ha ha. Okay, there we go. That's a little better at least. So après ski is Big Ben done in bay with all sorts of ski stuff on it. French for after ski. It's like après vous, after you. Hot Cocoa, who is it's funny that the picture doesn't show that it's an Appaloosa, is a Appaloosa version of the Fjord horse with the scruffy pony mane. I think this thing makes a really cute pony, makes a really cute POA, and Hot Cocoa is a good name for it because it is hot cocoa colored with a little marshmallows on its bum. Comes with a hot cocoa blanket, which is adorable. Comes in a fancy hot cocoa box, which is also adorable. I know people are already buying them. I don't know. It says they're in stock, so I imagine that they're in stock and shipping. We have Cinders, which is the 2024 holiday pony. So matching little snuggie for the little girl that owns him. And then his little blanket, and the teddy bear is adorable. He is also very cute. They also do not show him without the blanket off, but he is in paint. I can see it under the belly. There's a little belly spot there, and there's a little spot there. So nobody knows what the pattern looks like underneath. That might not have been the ideal thing. This makes me laugh. I laughed out loud when I saw this. So his name is Jingle, and he's a little elf pony, and he is the most hilarious little thing. He brings me joy inside, so I might need one. We'll have to see how that goes. Let's see. Silver Bay. Yes, it is a silver bay, spelled B-A-E. Ha. Julie's saying, I dislike that I like her. Had to get a hot cocoa, says Amanda. Didn't they use that same mold for the pony a few years back? Think so. Pretty sure. But yeah, super cute. Love a little hat. Love a little jingle bell. There's no other angles. But you can gift wrap it for $10. I've done that before. I've sent myself stuff that I bought from Briar gift wrapped just because it was fun. Why not? So super cute. I think they're number 2, maybe. I can't remember, but very cute. He brings me joy. Then they have their advent calendar with little mini winnies. You got your little roan, your little jumpy things. The little jumper that's flying sideways makes me happy inside. So 10 horses, 3 people, Western and English riding accessories, and fun horse care items. And then it says, once all the doors have been opened and the surprises have been revealed, you'll have a fun horse-themed playset, which is kind of cool. So that's always cool. Après skis stirrup ornament. That's pretty standard every year. Then you have your paint horse ornament kit, which is the bobbed version of the little Clydesdale, which is kind of cool. And then a foal. So that's a neat way to grab that Clydesdale body if you want one of those. Scarlet, which is the Kathleen Moody porcelain Shire Mare shrunk. I will need one of those. We have the Saddlebred featured on their artist signature ornament this year. And then Hi-Ho Santa is a silver shrunk with Santa on him. Also very cool. Also might need that. Laura Rocksmith's Fleur carousel ornament. Probably need one of those too. Very, very cute this year with kind of a neat textured green in there. I really like that. It's going to look fun. And it's going to pop against the tree with the nice fiery mane and tail. I like it. There is the American Quarter Horse Beautiful Breeds ornament. I believe it is Sommer that does those every year. So if you like quarter horses, there you go. Winter Woodland Musical Snow Globe. I don't know which horse they're trying to get at there. Normally it's in the Snow Globe. Isn't it the Christmas one? Maybe I'm mistaken. But anyway, there's a little guy in there. Snow Globe, shake it up. Lots of people collect them. It looks to me like the Briar Trigger. Or no. Oh, crap. What's his name? Elvis's horse. Come on. I will swap it and show you. So that reminds me of that in mini Winnie form, but with the hair up. So maybe, I don't know. I don't know how that they design the little guys. I imagine it's a different process than normal, and it is also small. So there is also that. But yeah, that is the Briar news for this period. They did release this guy, but that was last week when I talked about him. So Horatio comes in a little bag. He's the Deluxe Collectors Club guy. Came with a pen, which I totally forgot about, which is very cute. I like how they did the main sections different colors. It is kind of an odd angle to pick, but and then his cute little self. He's way smaller than I thought he would be. 4 scale reference. So people are calling him a cob, which is fair. And now it makes me kind of sad that we don't have the... there's a pebble size for the stone cob that I did, but not stablemate, because that would be adorable. They would go really well together, pulling something. But he's cute. I did say if I got a nice one that I would be keeping it OF, other than the eyeball that a lot of people are complaining about. I think I'm going to keep him because I really like this color. He's very cute. And it's funny because being small makes him look skinnier for whatever reason. So I don't know. I think that there might be a Congo potential in his future because he is very, very cute. And I do like Kathleen Moody sculptures. So yeah, I'm doomed. How about you? Are you doomed? We can be doomed together. Let's see. That elfin grin is awesome. See? Andrew says, I like the scruffy mane best out of the 3 that they've done on her. Might have to get one for my shelves. I agree. I quite like Astrid, I guess, would be the original mold name, with the scruffy mane, because I think she makes a really good pony. And the scruffy mane is just cute. His hat is also very cute. Let's see. I already grabbed up the holiday horse at Tractor Supply. My area doesn't seem to get very many, maybe 4. We used to get them here. The Canadian version of Tractor Supply is PV Mart. Don't ask me about the name. And they used to get all the Christmas horses and stuff, and now they don't. So we ended up having a small selection about 2 years ago, and now there's basically nothing. So it's very limited for us to get stuff unless we ordered off the Breyer site. And there's a couple of local suppliers, but it's a little bit more challenging to find things up here. I'm sure the friends from the UK and abroad will agree that Breyers are hard to find if you're not in the US. Andrew says, I'm gonna need multiples of the unicorn ornament so I can customize some of those too. Yeah, and their resin is a little different, but you can still work with it, especially if it's chunkier. It's little tiny fiddly legs that kind of get a little bit harder, but she has big, thick ones. So I will probably get more than one. And hopefully we see them in their stablemate line. I would really like more of that, but it's okay. Sasha, hi! Finally made it to the streams when it was live. I switched it up with me being on nights, so hopefully that made it a little bit easier for some people. Let's see. All the customizing. No, we don't see as many people customizing the Christmas ornaments as we should, because they are totally fair game. Although they are a different material, so it's not going to be quite as easy to move legs and things as it would be on, say, the normal plastic. But that's okay. Cutting things off and reassembling them is still fun, even if it's a different resin. A lot of people were saying that he was a lot smaller than they were thinking. And if you put him next to Django, who's extra large for whatever reason, he's very small. But I don't know. That means you can have more on your shelf. It's fine. Let's see. Amanda says my store doesn't even have the blind bags. And Jody says my TSC stopped carrying Breyer completely. Well, it's hard too when they're selling direct off their website, because I think a lot of people will buy stuff there, especially if there's online special runs or they're in the clubs. So it's kind of detracting some of the business from the stores that sell it locally, which is kind of a shame, because it's nice to go into a store and be able to pick something out by hand or at least look at them. There's something about walking into a store and seeing the wall of Breyers that just is exciting. Let's see. Snow Globe looks Fireheart-ish to me. Maybe. I didn't... Let's see. Oops. I can't spell Breyer. Breyer does not have an F in it. And I keep going to that poor coming soon page with the poor little dinosaur. Oh. Can you tell it's my morning? Where is the globe? Yeah, kinda. He's got his like poof mane and his poof foot, so maybe they made it a little fire hardy. Winter woodland would be kind of Mustangy, but anyway, maybe it was the color that made me think of the other guy. Let's see. Amy says Horatio is pretty, but his tiny tail, I'm not sure if I like it yet. Yeah, they must have had to change it for how they were molding it. They obviously altered it from this angle. I think from the back, it's kind of similar to how it was, but they didn't necessarily alter the mold in a way that maybe looks the best. But that's okay. It leaves you to customize it, and then you can do all the custom options. Give it the tail that you want. But yeah, I don't know. They would have trouble, I think, with the way the original tail was, and they obviously had to change something. And they did not necessarily change it in the way that they took the time to do the change to it. But sometimes it's like snap decisions, and they don't get a lot of time to do it. We got to give them a little bit of grace for that. But yeah. Laura says ours had 8, but couldn't find them. No bodies. Fix the count. Okay, I think I got it back. There we go. Sorry. All right. Hi, guys. I don't know what that was. We offended the Briar gods and they shut down my internet connection. They're like, you're not allowed to talk about us bad. Done. Let's see. Oh, if they don't they don't zero the count, they don't get them back in. Fair enough. And then there's all sorts of inventory stuff, especially if it's not a human doing it and it's a computer. But anyways, my computer wasn't awake either. I'm pretty sure it's because it didn't actually crash like it did last time. It just froze in Restream, which it almost never does. The fact that it could totally crash and start over before and that this was the way it is, it's weird. But anyway, so that was the mail that I got in part. I also got... Oh no, I didn't bring them down. That makes me sad inside. Okay. I got stickers from Northwest Studios, and they're sending their stickers in 3-month editions. So I got like a giant stack of them because there's 4 technically if you count the baby. So we got this one, cute little bay. Then we got the rompy one, and this one's really nice. Cruella. Doop, doop. And then the baby goes with the roan. Da-da-da. Super cute. I love the caricature-y style. It's whimsical and it's adorable. And now they can all romp together. Da, 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 da. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these stickers. Nobody asked me because they go in a drawer and I put them on anything. And generally speaking, sometimes I get doubles and it's a problem. So I don't know. What do you guys do with your stickers? Somebody keeps telling me to put them on my water bottles and my cups, but I don't want to wash them off. Then it'll get textury and I'll have to peel it off because I can't help myself. Ah, darn it. Fine then. The other thing I found that I got in the mail, or no, I bought it. This one I didn't get in the mail. This one I bought. It was a local creative maker market thing, and they had all sorts of Spirited Away goodies. So there's stickers, the Soot Sprites I love, and Haku. And I did get a Haku on a little keychain, but it's a little... I have to show you guys. I'm so sad I didn't bring it. It's like a little micro one, and he's only about this big, and he's so cute. I'm very excited. But Spirited Away is one of my favorites. So, look. They're just so cute. Little bath tokens. Little no face. He's like, I got treats. So yeah, next time I will show you little tiny baby Haku because he brings me joy. And because he's such a small little guy, being only like that big, you can put them on your keys and it doesn't add a whole bunch more bulk. Whereas if you're putting like the Lego minifigs, which I have on my keychains too, or the little tiny Funko Poppy guys, they add a lot of bulk. Whereas this guy doesn't, just very small. So yeah, very cute. Amanda says to put them in my toolboxes. I do have a cart that I put all the airbrush stuff on that I could just deck out in all sorts of horse stickers. It would be kind of cool. Would be satisfying for my brain. Part of me would like to put them on my desk and cover them in like epoxy or something, but then I'd be constantly distracted by the too much. There's already too much on my desk. Be overwhelmed. Too many things. So we'll see. I can always put them on my water bottles and then coat them in epoxy. But I would need an epoxy little turner, which I've been trying to avoid so that I don't get distracted by making cups. So yeah, that's the thing. Let's see. Oh, people are traveling and watching or listening to me. Drive safe. Did you guys see there's the mule people in North Carolina? Mountain Mule Packer Ranch. These guys. So they're going up into North Carolina and packing in supplies for everybody. And it's incredible to watch because being mules and horses, they're able to get in back areas where vehicles can't yet. I guess locals are trying to go in and clear paths out a little bit so they can kind of get in through some of the stuff. From what I've heard, FEMA hasn't been super useful, not that government generally is. And the people are supporting the people, which is super cool because why not every circumstance can you wait for all the bureaucracy and paperwork to be dealt with, but they've been hauling in to different locations and bringing in tons of supplies and packing people out in some circumstances, I believe, but mostly they're bringing in supplies. People are going in with helicopters, renting equipment, renting helicopters, donating, and they're having different drop sites at Tractor Supply and different places where they're helping get people what they need, which is super cool. So people have been talking about that they would like Breyer to make a commemorative model of some sort for it. So if you think that's a good idea, make sure you email Breyer and let them know. Send them this page, that sort of thing. The more people that they hear from, the more likely they are to do something like that. But I just wanted to bring your attention to that. You can donate in multiple different ways. You guys are probably all hurricaned out by this point, but because it's pony related and they're mules and mules are awesome, I figured it was relevant. And make sure you're donating to people that are actually helping. In a lot of cases, there are organizations where most of the money goes to the bureaucracy instead of going to where it needs to go to. So do your research before you donate. Let's see. Oh, Brenda got the collection. Somebody was putting up a collection locally. So that's really cool. Hopefully you got some good stuff. I didn't see what was in it, but that's really neat. Oh, Jody says she puts her stickers in a notebook. That's really smart. Very, very cool. And then Amy puts her stickers with the backs unpeeled so you can still stick them to things on my cork board with my pins. I do not have enough room. That is my pin board right there, and it's pretty full to put stickers on it too. Maybe I need just a bigger board. I'll just get one of the giant ones and start putting pins on it. Then it's an even bigger slippery slope. Jennifer says mule trains. Yes. Teresa said I did that with my desk, but sometimes I lose small tools and stuff on it. That's part of the problem, is it's just too distracting when there's too much going on. Jody says it's actually a myth about FEMA. They've been there. I'm not saying they weren't there since the beginning of the hurricane. I'm just saying it's near impossible to get all of the help to everybody at once, and that there is a bureaucratic thing. There's people need to apply for aid and all the rest of it. We don't generally touch into the politics of stuff here, but make sure you are helping people that are helping people. People can help one-to-one as well. And that's sometimes forgotten, I think, in these cases. You do have to be aware of scammers and stuff, but that is a thing. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, there's another one coming through too. So there's a hurricane that's coming up towards the east through Florida, and that looks really sketchy. I know that Nikki Button was affected. Her studio was flooded out, so she's going to be a while getting back to work. And there's been a few other artists and people that have been impacted. So yeah, the more you can help people and get them what they need, because you can't always just trust that it will happen. So yeah. All right. So yeah, on that note, I did get one more thing in the mail, which is kind of fun. It is a glow-in-the-dark TWSBI. So it's not going to want to necessarily glow as much on camera as one would think. Let's see if I can make it do the thing. You can kind of see it. There you go. So it's a green glow. They have purple glow. They have a couple of blue glow. So it'll be kind of fun. I'm excited. And now I can put the green ink that I have in a green pen because I put it in a blue one and it drives me nuts now, which I didn't think was going to be a thing. I went and picked up a cool thing that I was hoping to show you guys, but it's missing parts. So I'm going to show you anyway for little tiny containers of paint, especially if you're using the model paints. This is a Badger paint mixer. You could use a little rotary tool and just rig something on the end of it. Just make sure that the tip of it's easy to clean off. But the problem with this one is they sent me this. So it is the bottom part with no thing to put on the end of it. So I can't actually show you how to use it or use it, which sucks. But it works really well for like the little model paints for mixing them up. Make sure you're not spinning the paint everywhere. But some people will have trouble with consistency or separation. And so making sure you mix it well is good. Using a automated tool makes it a little bit easier. I paid money for it, so it is not a sponsored thing, and I will have to take it back because they didn't give me the part that I need for it. But yeah, it's super fun. I'm really excited to try and play with it, and now that I have the airbrushes kind of moving a little bit more, and soon we'll have more time to do the painting stuff, it'll be exciting. I'll have lots of stuff to show you guys. On that note, this is the gnocchi that I'm doing in Palomino. So he is a dappled, really golden, really highly shaded Palomino, which I really like how he's coming out. It makes him look really cool. And the dapples are nice and subtle, but he has a rich, toasty one. I couldn't wait for them to get painted, so I had to paint one myself. Ta-da! He was just sitting on the shelf screaming at me. I had him primed for a while, since before I opened the edition. And then there's this guy. So I showed you guys a little preview picture. So he is shaded. You can see that's white, and then that's kind of more of a fleshy white. So he's not super, super bright white. He is a leopard Appaloosa scruffy thing with his little scruffy tail. Doing these patterns is always so fun because you got to get them random enough to work, and then sometimes your reference photo isn't 100%. So then it's ad-libbing and trying to make it work without throwing off the look and the feel of it. But I'm quite excited. I think he looks really fun. He's so fun with his little scruffy hair and his little spots. There's something about spots and scruff that just does something to my brain, but obviously he needs more spots on his belly because he's got spots everywhere else and then nothing on his little belly. Me picturing him screaming at you like an actual scream instead of a whinny. Almost. That's almost how it works in my head because they just sit there and they're like, pay the attentions. Pay it now or I will charge interest. Yeah, so they're kind of fun. I'm excited. So there might be more different colors in the future for different artist proofs on them, but those are what I have for now that I'm working on just to put color on them and have some fun. I think that the size is really nice for painting up and they seem to be going really well. So hopefully all of you that bought them enjoy painting them up or your artists enjoy painting them up. So I guess on that note, I will be shipping the Medallion Club stuff out at the end of this month. So we have a couple more weeks to go, and then I'll start showing you some pics and peeks. And then in the next little bit, I'm going to make an announcement about the Medallion Club, and it'll all open up again in the beginning of November. Oh my God, where did the year go? And then you have a couple more weeks if you wanted to grab one of those guys. They end on the 31st of the month, so that gives you 3 weeks almost. What else did I have to tell you? My brain's like, tuna, 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 tuna. Tuna, tuna, tuna. Because you can't not do the Mario sound. If you're that close, you got to go the whole way. So, yeah. Hi, Katie. Hey. Let's see. Did I miss any comments? They do. The horses that are inside my head that haven't made it outside of my head yet actually like kick things and cause trouble. So I need to let them out every once in a while in clay form or however my brain wants to get them out. I see a lack of biters in the background. There are 3 left. So I have to make some castings of the last 3, and then I will clean them up. I will send them out, and I will probably nap for like a month. Which I can't do, because if I'm doing a sale in November, then I can't nap in November. But that's okay. We'll see how it goes. I will let you guys know when I finish. Lizzie actually sent a wonderful little box for me to open once it is party time and the biters have been finished up. So I will make sure to do that at some point soon. And then when I get my freaking box of Premier horses, I will show you guys as well, because that should be here soon. Normally they arrive to the artists before they arrive to everybody else. But I'm in Canada, so sometimes there's a delay. So we'll see. I haven't heard anything. I hope I get a box. I'm supposed to get a box, but we'll see how it goes. Let's see. I'm gonna have a Biter Be Gone bash. Yes, the final countdown. Intense Kazoo solo. See, this is why I love you guys. So close, so close. And it's so funny because the little guys or little girl is behaving so well for Jen and Tom. Knock out all the things, don't jinx it. It's just, she's, yeah, so soul destroying. And it's so hard because everything on her just irritates the crap. I guess my wrists probably have like a 260, 270 piece max for when they require so many prepping days that it's like, oh, yeah, I don't know. Never again. Remind me next time I do a stupid, complicated sculpture. No. Or at least don't cast it yourself. Bazillion party horn emojis are here because I can't find the actual emoji. Yay! Jennifer, I love my biter, want more. Some have popped up on the secondary market here and there, but I don't know that I'm gonna have the soul effort to be able to do any more. We'll see. I did do a fun custom, or started a fun custom version that's kind of a fantasy thing that would not require much extra work to finish because the front end was cleaned before part of her back end broke. So we'll see how it goes. She may or may not pop up if I have the recharge in my being left to touch them, but we'll see. And then, yeah, it'll be fun. I will be very excited to move on and have boundless exuberant energy to do the other things that I have to do in life. Speaking of boundless exuberant energy, there might be a special guest on my next stream. If you remember the last stream, I had mentioned that we had gone to look at a dog potentially to adopt, and that didn't necessarily work out, but he is now officially up for adoption. So we have an appointment booked for Monday to go see him. And I will let you guys know how that goes, because I haven't had a dog in my life since I was 17. Because that's when I moved out. Like, I've been in houses where there have been dogs, but they haven't been mine. And Chris has had dogs in his past too. I've had lots of healers. We had a Dalmatian at one point. Like I said, my dad had a Chow Chow for a little bit, and then it got stolen. But we will see how it goes. He is a Shepherd Mastiff cross. Huge dog, but Chris has already met him. He's really well behaved. He could definitely use a safe place to land. It sounds like the shelter people don't like big dogs, which is kind of unfortunate because they have cane corsos in there right now. They've got other big Pyrenees and shepherds, and it doesn't seem like the staff really like the big dogs, which is very hard. So yeah, he's a Mastiff Shepherd cross. Looks like a cross between the two of them. I haven't seen him in person, so I don't know how big he is. I've been told he's huge. So we are potentially adopting more of a horse than we are a dog. So see how it goes. I'm a little nervous. We'll see. He's supposed to be really, really good, really smart, has lots of tricks, likes to show them off. He's very anxious where he is currently, but he was also abandoned kind of twice in quick succession by his original owner to someone who was temporarily looking after him, and then abandoned by that person to the shelter because they couldn't keep the dog for a lengthy period, and the owner did not come back to claim it because she was going through some stuff. So understandably, when Chris met him, he was fantastic and not stressed, but he is very, very stressed being in doggy jail. So hopefully we can spring him out tomorrow. The intent would be to bring him home tomorrow if everything works out, because I wanted to meet him and make sure that we jive before we committed to him 100% officially. But it's sounding like it's pretty likely, as long as nothing goes totally sideways. So keep your fingers and tails and toes crossed for me. He apparently had really good recall when Chris met him. He's very smart, very well behaved, very chill. We're not sure quite how old he is. The gentleman that was taking care of him in the interim said he was 9 months, but he's apparently huge, and the shelter's saying he's 2 years. So somewhere between 9 months and 2 years. Nobody knows. So yeah, we are going to be very mindful of him and the iguana and how they are introduced and interact. For the most part, Blue is up in the sky and is unreachable, but there obviously won't be any unsupervised time until we are 120 million% sure, and I'm here 95% of the time anyways. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes, and then introducing him at the barn to the pony. Turbo's going to be like, what the? But he does really like dogs. Turbo really likes dogs. One of his best friends at the last place he was at was actually a little tiny collie. So maybe a big dog he might not like as much, but we'll see. I will definitely post and let you guys know how it goes. But we'll see how it goes. Brenda says it takes about 3 months for a dog to relax to a new place. Yeah. So there will definitely be detox. He's been in the shelter for about a month. And then away from his original owner for obviously a lot longer than that. So it's been a long period of him being held, waiting to see what she was going to do. That's not the normal period that they would hold him for before putting him up for adoption. And he was just put up. So we'll see how it goes. It's been a long time. I've been wanting a dog for a long time, but it hasn't been 100% right. And then we're starting to realize that the timing will never be 100% right. And we were kind of thinking maybe a puppy, but because then you could acclimatize them. But if we have an older dog that's more chill, then that's probably a better fit just in general. We get to skip all the crazy puppy stuff and have something that's a little bit more organized in the brain cells. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. He's living on the ceiling since the doggo is under 2 years old. Yes, the lizard lives in the ceiling. And it's funny, we've babysat dogs before, and we had one that came over and she was sitting on the couch. And the lizard net is above the couch. So she didn't realize at first that there was a lizard above her until he moved. And then you could see her eyeballs go, ah! And then she leaned right over and was like, what the hell's in the ceiling? It was hilarious. Hilarious. Anyway, and then Blue was like, I could chase you. But he's not super active in the running around the house part. He's got a bum knee. So for the most part, he just stays in his net and goes between the net and the top of his living area. It's not super common that he'll wander around, but he does every once in a while. But we'll have to obviously limit that if we have a puppy wandering around. The dogs are not used to looking up inside the house. Nope. It's like a cougar. Ah! So, we'll see if he's as tall as they say he is, then he can probably like sit and reach halfway up to the net, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, hopefully it goes well. We're excited. Bit nervous. There's lots and lots of dog parks. There's lots and lots of socialization opportunities in the area. It's quite a dog friendly city that we're in, and he apparently isn't super crazy needing to have 5 million hours of exercise, but he'll have lots of walks. We have lots of off-leash dog parks. He will be a very spoiled pupper. I'm looking into all the nutrition stuff to make sure he gets fed the best stuff for his size, and then we'll try and get his age narrowed down a little bit more so we make sure that that's all age appropriate. So yeah, I'm very excited. It's like having a, I don't know, little kid you get to buy toys and stuff for. I'm like, oh, he needs a snuffle mat and he needs this. And then I have this like activity we could do. We could go over here and take, yeah. So hopefully I don't get too crazy. But I will grab a bed for the studio and then he can come chill in here and you guys can see him while we do the stream stuff and hang out. So yeah, it should be fun. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm not sleeping very well because I'm all excited. And like, yeah, but we'll see how it goes. I'm excited. I've said that 5,000 times. And yeah, it is a good situation because we'll have him here and be able to, like, I'm here, so he'll have a really good transition where he's not left alone, and see how he enjoys being around. And it'll be nice to have company because Blue just hangs out to himself, and most of the time he just goes, tss, if I try and get up to him and bug him, pick him up, and he's like, don't do that. I don't want to be touched. He's not really, he's like a cat, but less social, so less fun than you'd think. But he's still cool. And he still needed a home, so we gave him a home. And he's had a home with us for, he's 10 now, so like 9 years. It's been a long time we've had the lizard. Hi Kinsey, how's it going? So yeah, should be fun. And yeah, there's some, I'm making sure to be mindful. We won't be going to a dog park, especially off leash, for a little bit. I'll be walking around the neighborhood and there's local neighbor dogs and some of our neighbors have dogs too. There's been obviously incidences of dogs being attacked at dog parks because owners don't know what they're doing. I need to make sure we have a bond and he has good recall and all the boxes are ticked before we do something like that. There'll probably be socialization classes or like doggy daycare sessions with other dogs to see how that works. He's apparently great with dogs, cats, kids. So he should be fine, but there's definitely questionable owners out there that just have no control over their dog and you get sketchy situations. And it's not fair to put your pets in a situation where you can't keep them safe. So Kinsey's like, what did I miss as a dog? We're looking at a dog on Monday. I will let you guys know how it goes. Yeah, and I did work for a doggy daycare and a small dog animal vet for quite a few years, so I have a good grasp of how to work with them. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, well, and part of the reason we haven't gotten a dog is because I'm very anal about making sure I tick all the boxes and being over prepared, which is sometimes a little bit too much. So I'm going to try and be a little less crazy about that. But yeah, I will let you guys know. His name is Nash, so we will see if Nash comes home on Monday and go from there. So yeah, and that's the whole point. You got to set them up for success and make sure that they are taken care of, have given the best opportunity to settle in, because he's been through a lot. Like being abandoned twice and then in doggy jail for a month is a lot on a pup. So we'll see how she goes. Alrighty. On that note, I have to get my house prepared for potentially tomorrow. So I got a few things I got to go get and a few things I got to take care of and make sure that we don't have anything edible in the studio that's at ground level. So I got a few things to tuck away and to do some stuff. So yeah, we will see how she goes. I will let you guys know more when I know more. And hopefully for next stream, we'll have some more cool stuff to show off. Maybe some premier horses. Maybe I can be the first one to cut a head off a tiger lily. We'll see how it goes. All right. I love you guys so much. I will see you next Sunday. I'm going to go stuff my face full of tuna and get excited to clean the house for the puppy. He's table level. He's definitely more than table level. Hyperfixation has been the dog. Trying to make sure that I know the behavioral stuff, refresh my brain, figuring out food, because I would like to make some of the food. So making sure I can balance the diet and get some vet appropriate stuff going that way. Looking into the breed and breed combination, because it's not one I've personally had before in my past. Chris has had Shepherd crosses before, but neither of us have dealt with a Mastiff cross. For our own personal dogs, I boarded all sorts of dogs and dealt with them at the vets. So I've had experience with all sorts of things, including Mastiffs and Shepherds. So yeah, that's been my hyperfixation, has been that. And trying to figure out the airbrush and make them behave better. I did do the adjustment on my brushes by adding, you just add these little seals that are normally nozzle seals into the mechanism where the trigger is, and it makes it way more responsive, which I really like. I was able to go in and do the dapples on this guy. So this is pigments on top of the pan pastel pigments on top of an airbrush base. But I was able to do dapples as small as that. Now I have the hiccups. Anxiety. Able to do the airbrush dapples that small, like pinpoint little dots with ease, with a lot of control. So I'm really happy with that fix. The benefit of it too is that I have little airbrush seals. If I need to swap them out, I can just open up the airbrush and swap the seal for a fresh one because they're brand new. So yeah, super fun. But I'm amassing a whole bunch of stuff for when the biters are done. Then I should be able to have some time to do videos and tutorials and stuff and put those up on YouTube again. And there is a potential of something like a Patreon if I get things going a little bit more and have more time to give you more content, and give people an option for something like that. But I will put more thought into it and more information into it, because I have many, many plans and only so many brain cells to wrangle all of the plans and only so many hours. All right, actually goodbye now, because people keep saying stuff in chat. So I love you. I will see you next time. Hopefully Lizzie shows us pictures. She's saying she's going to post pictures of the new beast for everybody. So yes, we need pictures, and I will post puppy pictures if we end up with puppy. Alrighty, love you guys. I will see you next Sunday, maybe with a friend, and we will do the thing. Hopefully you guys enjoy your tiger lilies and firestorms if they show up this week. I will let you know when those arrive too, and I'm going to go eat tuna and not feed any to the trolls, because trolls don't get any food. None of it. Bad trolls. Always diet. All right, don't